Hello, my name is 26, and what I want to do right now is introduce the next guest. This is my fourth guest. This is Mr. Bullied. This was a very interesting one. It ran for quite a while as well. Yeah, I'm glad it did as well because he can talk for ages, and that's definitely a benefit. He has the character for that. He speaks about doing acting school and things like this. Yeah, he's got the charisma to just talk. He's a naturally funny guy as well. I don't know if that's something that he's just trained or he just is a bit of a silly Billy, bit of a funny guy. But not to discredit his actual skill in the arena. As an Echovr player, as a captain, very good, very credible. So that's what made this a very interesting conversation. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. And without further ado, let's get in there.
So I kind of jumped on it as well.
Who did that?
But who was
Actually,
that?
I've seen that written somewhere. I've seen someone
Right,
put it
so-
in a server somewhere.
Here?
Yeah. Literally,
Fantastic.
You're fully in shot there. So, yeah,
Bang on.
just relax. Ideally, keep your controllers in your hands because then if you're talking to me and gesturing, I can see your hands moving up.
Yeah. I know. What you want. I'm doing all this. All right, cool.
Amazing.
But you can't
I'm
see
gonna-
my personal disc.
No, I can't see that.
Actually, let me get rid of that. I'll score. I've missed.
Now keep going to your score.
Oh, just leave it. Just leave it. It'll be fine. If it comes into shot, well, you won't see it anyway. But I'll just. If you see me do that, you know the disc is there.
So I'm here, you're there. Camera is here. If you ever want to point at the camera, it says
Hi, Mom.
26. Hi, this is Top of the Pop. We're on Top of the Pop, and this is Mr. Bullied. Dash. He's here.
Hello.
Let's have a little chat now. Mr. Bullied, we've been in a team together.
We have. We've been Tyro EU.
Why is
Back
my
in the
mind
good
going
old
blank?
days.
We've been on.
Yeah,
for a long time.
Yeah. We were on Tyro for a little bit. Is this is the practice, isn't it? Yeah. These are the bloopers.
No, it started.
These are the
It's funny.
bloopers right here. Yeah. We've been on.
My mind.
We were on.
You can't have been on it
Tyro.
for long though. It must have been like a couple weeks or something.
We were. I can't remember. You know how long it was.
Did someone else bring you onto the team? And then you
it was
stayed on
you.
the team for a bit.
You. What's going on here?
I
Here, I'm off. See you later. No, I'm joking. Are you actually record? Is this recorded?
Yeah,
now?
no, it is. It's
Right.
recorded. I just love the Yorkshire accent. That just really hit me in the funny spot.
Yes. You brought me onto the team. Introduced me to the guys. I had a good time. To be fair.
Oh man, honestly, my mind's gone
it was
blank. I don't remember that. I remember, yeah, playing well with you. I remember stacking with you,
Yeah.
and you
yeah.
introduced me to the concept of like the dribble play. You'd throw it and then chase it down rather than be a pass. You just collect it. And I think it was you that was teaching me how to dribble like short plays rather than just clear and stack.
Yeah. Well, the short dribbles are just good for keeping possession, but moving quick enough that the players can't, latch onto you and will leech you and get a stun. It also gives you a bit of time to wait for your teammates to come up as well, and it just means you've got control of the disc more. And like I say, it's good to get in the habits of stacking with your stacking partner anyway. So that's a really good way of doing that, and I like using it in game. It made us look sick, so and it is quite fun to do as well. Anyway, but yeah, the long dribbles are good, but it just means you've got a bit less control. If you just sling it and then you can dribble and catch up to it, but the short ones you can really control a bit more and give your team more time to move up with you as well. So the small dribbles is the one, my friend.
We've clarified we have been on the same team, but you were on a different team for a lot longer, right? Yeah, you were captain, Red Juice.
Red
Was that the
Juice.
First team?
No.
or
The first team I was ever on was a team called Aries, which was actually with J for Jack, Smoky Mist. Yeah, Smoky Mist,
Rings
I
a
think was on there. someone else. I can't remember, but yeah, no, that was my first ever team. But the first ever team I've run is Red Juice, which is still a team now. And yeah, we're doing
fair.
all right. We're doing all right at the moment. We're doing all right.
So that's a while, because J for Jack, he's an old player, right? Not as in like age, but I mean like in terms of how long he's been around the community.
Yeah. Well, we've been playing similar time actually. I've been playing since the beta for the Quest 1 when this came. This was like there was like a beta time, and I've been playing since then when the Quest 1 was a thing. So
you
long
were
time,
CV1 originally? What was your first headset?
No. I can't afford a PC. my man's Paul. you know how it is. You know how it is. But no. I can't justify paying like grands upon grands for a PC. So no, the Quest does the job. But yeah. So the beta of the Quest 1, not the original game. They basically, obviously, they had it on the CV1, the PCs, and then they started bringing it out on Quest, and they wanted people to trial it. And obviously, I jumped in there because I thought this was a sick idea, and here we are, 3 years later. It's got to be about 3 years, I think now, something like that.
And this isn't the only thing you are, is it? Isn't your day job something to do with VR?
Yes.
Yeah.
I work in a virtual reality arcade. Yes. Do it
Nice.
well with PC VR stuff. Unfortunately, can't play this game because we've got HP Reverb G2s, so you can't actually play this game because obviously it's a Oculus exclusive, isn't it? Echo.
It is.
But I'd have loved to be able to play that at work. I probably would be on it at work as well, showing all my staff members all the regrabs, the short dribbles.
I'm surprised they haven't had have they never done an upgrade and like had to get rid of some 1080s or something? The old PCs.
What do you mean there?
Yeah,
where
at
I
work. Have
you
they
mean?
not have some to give away to you? With discount.
The one. So the PC, the components and everything. Obviously, I'm not very PC savvy. I'll be honest, but the guy that I work for, is just put as much money as he can into the equipment as he can. So, like it's top of the range stuff. I mean, don't ask me what components, because like I said, I don't really know. But it's top of the range stuff. He's only had a problem with one PC, and that is just it was just something to do with the RAM. So he'd replace that ASAP. But other than that, yeah, it's all fine, and it's a good job. It's a chilling job.
What do you recommend on the G2? HP
well,
Reverb
game
G2.
wise, do you mean like get your game wise?
I mean, well, it's a game arcade, right?
Yeah.
So how does it work? What's the package? Do people come along and they have access to like 10 different games?
So it's an arcade, but it's not like a conventional arcade where you go in, you can play on this, play on that. The way it works where I work is you pay for a time slot, and you can play all the games that are on the headset basically within that time. So we do a half an hour and an hour, and obviously you pay for one of those times, and you can just play the games in that time. Like some games obviously are more catered to an arcade type of sort of place, because like stuff like Boneworks or Half-Life Alyx, it'd just be too confusing for customers to, like, newcomers to understand, all the buttons and everything. So we've got like an arcade version of Arizona Sunshine. There's After the Fall, actually, that's just come out on there.
Oh, nice.
As well. That's a really good game for the customers. Creed, just simple games, but good experiences. Do you know what I mean? Richest Plank, stuff like that. And yeah, it's good. The resolution on those headsets are really good. So clarity is amazing.
It's one of the best, right? Doesn't it? Doesn't it match the Index in terms of the?
I've never tried
quality?
it. I've never tried it, so I wouldn't know. But I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm sure the Index resolution is a lot lower than even the Quest.
I don't know the exact numbers. I assumed Index was like top of the range. That was the
I mean, it is in terms of what you're getting. You get the finger tracking and everything. But no, I think the actual resolution is lower than the Quest. It's definitely lower than the HP Reverbs. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I don't know exactly. I've never used it. That is a dream though to use it. I'd love to try the finger tracking out. Hopefully, in my shop, he's gonna get, them VR treadmills, the cat VR treadmills.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be really cool. Like, can you just imagine, like, actually running away from like a zombie or I've seen some really funny videos of people playing like horror games and having these treadmills and a guy just sprinting away. It just looked hilarious. I just think that'd be amazing to try. But
I would like to try.
see.
So I have tried one before, but it was really rudimentary. It was really like tacky and not tacky. That's not the word, but it was really just crap. It was like the demo they used. The sensitivity was just off. Like you'd have to start walking quite a bit, and then it would
before
go from 0
it actually
to 100.
started.
Yeah, it wasn't like analog. It wasn't sensitive.
Yeah,
so it just made me feel sick straight away.
You couldn't control it. Like you couldn't control it to an
I'm
extent.
sure like the proper ones are really good. This was years ago. I tried this.
Yeah, I mean, the only ones that I know of, I do a little bit of research on this sort of stuff, but the only ones that I know of currently are like Cat VR do the treadmills. We say treadmill. It's more like a slide mill because you stick these special shoes on. You've got trackers on your shoes, and you start sliding. But it's still cool. It still looks really cool. I wish we'd get it in our work because it'd just be. I can just imagine like the customers just because you know what's happened a couple of times in my work. They'll play something like zombies, and there's a part in Arizona where you've got to throw a grenade at this wall to blow it up to get through to the next bit.
Okay.
And I just remember one time I told the customer to chuck the grenade and then run. And the guy started sprinting straight into a wall. And that happens more often than not. People fall over on that plank experience all the time. Honestly, it's
I've
see
never
some
done
things
that.
in there. You've never done the plank experience. It's
I've
good.
never
It's
done the plank
good.
experience.
For us now, it'll be nothing because we are floating around in Echo all the time. It'll be nothing, but it gives you that bit of a butterfly feeling.
I think I'd get the butterflies. Do you ever watch those videos of like Russian kids climbing like cranes and stuff?
Oh my
This is
God,
just on
yeah.
YouTube,
That
and
actually
makes
does
my
make me
fingers
feel.
sweat.
Yeah, that actually does make me feel a little bit sick. But yeah, no, it just gives you that feeling. But I think because we're so used to VR now, like people like us it's just easy. But newcomers, you should see them, man, screaming, everything. It's mental.
How are you with VR FPSs? Onward, like Half-Life Alyx?
Onward, I really want to get into Onward, but I feel like it's a game you've got to play with friends. FPS shooters, I'm alright. I play Pavlov. I like to play Pavlov, to be honest.
Okay.
I really like the shooting mechanics on Pavlov. If you're on about multiplayer shooters, Pavlov's
I mean, just
really good.
FPS in general, because the reason I'm saying is because, I play Echo all the time. I can play for like 4 hours now and not get sick. I know that sounds like a brag, but when I first started playing this
it's
game, you play
weird,
for half
isn't
an
it?
hour.
Like, you think this game would be like the most
But that's because we
sick...
play it so much, right? Because we're in here like 4 hours minimum a week. Well, I am anyway. So we just get used to it.
Yeah,
but I remember when I
it's
first
weird.
started playing this, like an hour in, I'm feeling a bit queasy. I need to go.
Really? No, I've literally. This is the only game where I've never felt motion sick. I think I never really get motion sick anyway, so I'm quite lucky. But the games where I've been motion sick are games where like there's lag, So like occasionally like VR chat, if you're in certain rooms or there's like it's really populated, it'll lag, and that has made me feel sick before. But no, other than that, I don't really get motion sick, luckily. But like I said, I don't know what it is about. Well, they must have done something really good with this game, but I've never felt motion sick, even with the flying about and everything and going upside down.
That gets me.
It.
The first time I really started doing all of this, that would mess me up.
It'd confuse me. That's all it was. It'd be like a head screw. But after a bit of getting used to it, it just felt like second nature. But yeah, no, I'm quite lucky that motion sickness isn't a thing. Sorry, what were you saying?
Did you play Echo inverted when you're playing? Would you go upside down a lot?
Yeah, I try. I'm incorporating it in my game now. We're trying. I want to experiment with my team doing like upside down jousts, and maybe even playing more upside down. So that's what I'm kind
Did
of.
you watch? I think it was Fire Entrance against Scuffed a couple of weeks ago. Fire Entrance did a joust like that. They had a stack go
Right.
up, the QB stack up front, and then they had a stack come from one of the bottom tunnels, inverted upside down, and
Right.
flew out delayed.
No, do you know what? I didn't see that, but what gave me the idea was when we played against Blast, because they had their front stack constantly upside down, like they'd never be the other way around. They'd
Who's
always
that?
be
Is that
upside down.
Beaver?
Blast,
front stack?
yeah, Beaver's team.
Beaver and Boot?
Yeah, it will have been.
It was them two.
But yeah, probably it was. I just remember with front stack anyway. No, in fact, no, it would. What's his name?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's that team, and I seen them upside down. I thought they're always getting us on counters and stuff because they're upside down, and we just don't expect it and can't. You know, we'd have to go upside down to adjust, and then by that point it was too late. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to kind of incorporate that. I know teams in the past have done it where they've had the whole team upside down. So we're exploring. I think it's good anyway because you get so used to playing a certain way. When you go out your comfort zone, things mess up. So I think it's nice to readjust and try something new and just get used to playing a different way. Because you've got to try everything.
What came first, the job or the Quest 2 or the Quest 1? The Quest 1.
No, the Quest 1 was first. Yeah, the Quest 1 was first.
And then you got the job.
Well, the job. I've been working there a year now. In fact, a year exactly.
Right.
So, the Quest 1 was way before the job. Like I say, I'd always been fascinated with VR, but I could never justify paying $2,000 or whatever for
the
PC,
PC, yeah,
and then a headset and the games. I just couldn't I just couldn't fathom that. That was.
But what is it? So yeah, you were
ludicrous to me.
limited. You didn't want to pay out for the PC. But why? What was pulling you to buy VR?
I don't know. The fact that you could. I just like the idea of being able to be the player inside the game. And I think it was actually seeing like Blade and Sorcery and stuff like that, being creative with your own ways of killing enemies or stuff like that, your own creativity, not being bound by pressing a button to do this, or do you know what I mean? Like you're actually doing it yourself. That fascinated me. So, like I said,
By the way, one thing, but I've just realised we didn't turn on the custom chassis.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, homie. I'm chilling.
You can take an intermission if you want. If you want to go.
No. It's all good. This keeps it clean, doesn't it? This keeps it clean.
Yeah.
You've got my name, You've got it all. You've got my number somewhere. I can't see it on myself, but
you just got GG. But
is it? Oh, is it?
Where does the number show?
I can see your number.
Yeah, it's my thing.
Oh, my number's
icon
down. No, yeah,
is
my
26.
number's here, I think, and then my other number's
you see it on
there,
me?
I believe. I can see it on you. Yeah, I can see it on your leg.
Okay. No, because
your left shoulder
icon
and your
is
right.
26.
Yeah, I can see it on your left shoulder and your right boob. So
I like how you hesitate there. What was that? That's a tip,
I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, guys. So
it's fine. I had loved on here.
Swearing.
Loved was swearing loads. I was like, all right, okay, it's a sweary podcast then.
Well, I'll keep it PG. But
Nice.
yeah. No, yeah, VR's always fascinated me, but I could never afford it. And then obviously the Quest 1 came about, and I was just like, yes, I was literally buzzing because I've heard about the Oculus Go, and that's not the same thing. It's just like the mobile phone stuff, and I tried that, and I thought it was crap, but I could see where it could go. Did you get what I mean? So that's why when the Quest came out and they were saying, $6 off and all this, and I'm like, yes, I'm getting that. All my money's going on that. Do you know what I mean?
I'm laughing for two reasons. I'm laughing firstly because you said $6 off. That is a term I use. Well, I used to use it all the time, and no one. Yeah. I stopped using it because no one knew what it meant.
No one knew what it meant.
I was like, okay, this might be a bit too technical. So I'm really glad you've just said that word.
$6 off, yeah.
Most
just
people, even Echo people, that probably go over their head.
like I say, I was fascinated by the VR stuff, so I was looking at all these terms and everything. And
Yeah.
kids nowadays, they've got it easy, man. I would have
So
loved to
easy.
been, you know what I mean, like 14 and having a VR headset. Oh, that'd have been a dream. But
Quest 2
we're
marketing
still
is
here.
on point.
We're still here.
Because it's the right price to be like a Christmas present or a birthday present. So kids
Yeah,
will just get 'em.
exactly.
It's so
Yeah,
easy to get
exactly.
them out to people.
Yeah, I
While
know.
getting
I
a
know.
gaming PC for your
It's
birthday
good.
is a bit of a
It's
stretch.
good. Like you say, like an Xbox is similar priced as well. So it's that sort of thing, isn't it? And if you can get a couple of friends, it'd just be a laugh for them. Like I say, it's you know what it is like VR has ruined playing flat screen games for me, or
Yeah,
whatever
for
you want to
you,
call them,
for you.
Xbox games.
This is definitely
Yeah.
still a tipping point. I think the majority,
Yeah.
they're still like, nah, fuck that. I want to lay on the sofa and just
Yeah,
play my PlayStation.
yeah.
I
It
think that's still
depends
the
what you
trend.
play. To be fair, like don't get me wrong, there are some games that the VR games. I mean, there are some VR games that are kind of limited to what you can do, and it gets boring after a bit and stuff like that. Whereas Xbox and PlayStation, PC, whatever, you can just sit and just casually play a game. But I think games are getting there now. So like a game like this is very good. Like obviously it's an esports game, but it's also very social. I remember the first time that I jumped into this, I spent about 3 hours just talking to players. And that's the good thing about VR, like Xbox and PC and stuff like that. I was shy me with stuff like that. I didn't like talking to people, but in VR, you've got that presence, so you kind of just feel like you have to talk to them. Do you know what I mean? And then you get into a rabbit hole of just talking.
Do you want to know something interesting about Echo? I can't remember where I saw it. Somewhere on the internet, I saw the statistics of like where players are in Echo VR, and
How
it was
old
something
they are?
like no, where they are. So, for example,
Oh, okay,
privates,
yeah.
pubs. It was something like 30 or 40% are in pubs, 10% are in privates or playing combat,
Yeah.
and the 50 or 60% social lobby.
Yeah, no, it's a really, I think, obviously it's a very social game, but the fact, sorry, it's a very esports game, but the fact that there is a social lobby and you can just play around with taking shots and have the punch thing and everything. It's a good. They're kind of like little mini games you can do, and then obviously you can team up with random people, jump into a game. It's good fun, Echo. It's a really good game, and obviously the game's free. How can you complain at that? Like that is the best part about it. And obviously they do the Echo Pass and or whatever it's called, and that gives incentive for players to play as well. And to be honest, I just play it anyway, so I'm unlocking the rewards anyway. But yeah, I think this is a really good game for being social and just doing exercise. To be fair, I burn like 200 calories a day playing this, something like that. Anyway, well, according to my tracker on the headset.
Yeah, do you use the tracker? See, I don't use the tracker, but I feel like I'm not burning calories. Like I look down at my gut at the end of the evening. I'm like, I don't know if this is really a workout.
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe you should try a bit of Beat Saber then. Beat
Saber and boxing, I've heard is really good. Doing the Creed or the other one.
Or there's that Supernatural, isn't there?
Supernatural.
That it's kind of like Beat Saber, but it's more.
Synth Riders. That one.
No. Well, Synth Rider's another one. There's one called Supernatural, and it's more for fitness. Like you can get personal trainers and stuff, and like they do specific workouts for you. Depending on what you want to do basically, and what your goals are and stuff. I've never actually done it, but it's like a subscription service. But like I say, I keep up with it. Or I'm watching YouTube videos about all updates and Quest updates and VR news and stuff like that. So, but
who do you follow? Who do you watch? Predominantly.
I watch BMF VR.
Okay.
I don't know if you.
I haven't heard of
if you know what that is.
No.
Yeah, BMF. Who else is there? Steve knows.
That rings a bell.
Mystical.
Don't know Mystical.
Who else is there? Steve knows Mystical. There's some more, I think, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're like.
Did you ever watch like Thrill Seeker?
Thrill Seeker, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thrill Seeker, yeah.
There was
I watched
a
Thrill
mic,
Seeker as well.
and I think he's literally just Mike, like Mike VR.
Sorry, my personal disc has just shown up. Sorry, go on. What was
Do you
what
know
were
a
you saying?
mic? Like a mic VR?
Oh,
English guy?
virtual reality Oasis. Yeah, I watched
Oasis,
both
yeah.
of those
He's
guys as
awesome.
well. Yeah.
You watched the podcast they used to do? 4 of them would jump on like every week.
Really? No, I haven't.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was like their main thing.
I didn't
No?
even know about
Okay,
it. Is this
yeah.
like is that their own channel, or do they do this on?
I think it's a separate channel, and they'd get together every other Saturday or every Saturday at one point, and they would just talk about VR, like what happened this week, what's come out. And this was really this was 2019, 2020, when just every week there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of development and new things, so they could keep it up.
Oh, right.
They stopped it for a while. I think they brought it back, but I was really upset when they stopped it because it's really good. That's where I got all my news from. The VR.
Really? Right? No, I didn't even know that was a thing. I might have to have a look at that now. But no, they well, you've seen Thrill Seeker, haven't you? Where he does like a Tuesday news day, just talks about all of it, stuff like that, basically. Right. But Steve Knows and the Mystical, they do it a bit more frequently. So BMF is mostly talks about game releases and stuff like that, basically. Oh, that's another one I watch, actually. One to do with Quest 2 accessories, like head straps, like different face pads, stuff like that as well. So just to keep up with what's about in case I'm interested.
Do you use anything like competitive?
I've got currently
like setup.
Yeah, so currently I've got a Kiwi Elite strap, which was, I think it cost me like £35 or something, which is absolute
that's
steal.
Significantly cheaper from the
and it's better. It is better. I've
Better.
tried the official one and it's good, but this one has got padding all the way around. So like it's got like it looks it's like almost identical to the official Elite strap, but the cup on the back has got leather padding, and the top strap, the strap that goes over the top of your head is actually again another foam padding, so it's so soft. And then I've got the VRcover faceplate, which is also leather. So I've got leather all around. And a good thing about this Kiwi Elite strap is it's actually got a little hinge on the side. So rather than having to pull it from the back or whatever, I can just lift it up. And
how is that hinge? The hinge doesn't get damaged.
It's sturdy. I thought at first it might be a bit loose, but it's really, really rigid. Like you can turn it up, but it doesn't go any further down. So do you get me? So it doesn't go any further down. It like stops as soon as it becomes like parallel.
No, that's good. There was a Samsung Odyssey. This is like CV1 generation of headsets, and there was a Acer. I think it was just Acer headset, and that had a hinge. Right. Both of those had a hinge, and the hinge is like you'd click it, like lift it up. What has it? You'd lift it up like 100 times, and then after that it's just really shit. It really fucks up the hinge.
No, this is really good, and it's handy as well because do you know? Obviously, when your headset's charging, to check the charge, you've got to look through the lenses, haven't you, to check what? Well, obviously, if you can tell on the side if the light's green, but you want to check out like the actual percentage, you can just obviously you have to look through the lenses. You press the button, you look through the lens, it tells you if it's on 80 or whatever. Before, if it were just one of those Elite ones, I'd have to pull the thing, turn the ear things, I don't know what you want to call them, the side strap, you'd have to turn it, whereas the hinge, I can just pop it open, look straight in, pop it back, stick it on, I'm done. And obviously, little things like that, it's not like major, but I'd like the option to do that. At the first, I thought, this hinge, I thought, will it be good, will it not? So I thought I'll buy it and trial it, and if I don't like it, I can just return it and end up loving it. So if you are looking for a head strap, I would definitely get the Kiwi Elite strap. Really, really good.
You're my first guest that like talks to the camera and like sells stuff.
Yes. Kiwi Elite strap. I'm not sponsored. I wish I was. If you can hear me, I've got a YouTube channel as well. It's the same. Well, actually, no, it's MrBullied. Nice. But yeah, I've got MrBullied, but with a 007 on the end, so James Bond. and without the dash.
007.
Yes. So if you want to
Okay.
subscribe to me, you can be daft.
I didn't realise you had a YouTube. I should have plugged that at the beginning.
No, it's fine.
What do you use it for?
I haven't done a lot of videos recently, just because it's a really, really time-consuming. Editing is a long process. And well, you'll know yourself. I did gaming videos, so like VR. Back in the day, I did like PUBG, and I do a bit of comedy sketches as well, because I'm an actor in real life. IRL.
Okay.
IRL. So yeah, I do a bit of that here and there. But yeah, and I hadn't actually done my YouTube in a while. It'd be nice to get back into it.
Is there any like acting projects that you're
on the
looking to
YouTube?
bring back up? No, I mean like now. Is there anything you've got on the go or what you're thinking about?
Well, actually, so me and one of my friends from school decided to meet up because we want to keep the dream alive type thing. Do you know what I mean? Life gets in the way. Life gets in the way. You know, you forget about where you're supposed to be at. Do you know what I mean? So me and my mate met up, and we've done some TikToks as well. So I could plug that as well if you want to.
Yeah, plug it. I'll put it all. Just send me the proper links for it, and I'll put it all in the YouTube description. So it's all
right, man. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's it's called Ruined It Productions. That's our TikTok title.
Okay.
Don't ask me where the name came from. I can't really exactly remember. I think we were coming up with a video idea, and it would like something really like romantic, and then something disgusting happened, and we were like, "Oh, you've ruined it." So just that's kind of it. It's just a bit silly, really. But
I love it.
But yeah, and we've done a couple of videos on there, comedy videos, just little silly little videos and sketches and stuff. But we're working our way up to get stuff on YouTube. So we've actually filmed and finished an edit of a little sketch. It's comedy, but it doesn't look like it's comedy when it starts. So it's like it's kind of made to look like a drama at the start, and then the comedy of the thing is there's like a really funny twist at the end of the video. Like a ridiculously just ridiculous twist at the end.
I like it.
It just comes out of nowhere, but that's what we've been working on at the moment. I don't know why it's been done for ages. I don't know why we haven't posted it. I think we're just again caught up with life and stuff. So, but we'll be on that, I think, soon. But yeah, no, it's good to keep the dream alive, man. Follow your dreams, kids. Unless your dreams are serial killing, then don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But
Anyway,
Mr. Bullied, you have a great voice. I mean, just your natural accent anyway is phenomenal.
Thank you.
It's loved all over the world. But your delivery, just how you carry yourself in your voice. Have you considered casting? Or any using your voice in any way?
No, bro. Do you know what? Do you know why? Because I thought it might be fun, but do you know what I find? I don't even know how you guys do it. When you're watching the game, and someone's got the disc, I can't tell who it is. So I can't tell who's got the disc unless I read the name, and then by that time they pass the ball, and then the disc. They pass the disc, and then this guy's got it. Who's that? Oh, he's passed it again. Do you know what I mean? I can't keep up. So so that's why. I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun, but I'd be getting all the players' names mixed up.
That can't be the only reason, because that's so easy to fix. All you got to do is so I have my laptop and then a monitor here, and I just move the monitor closer.
Right.
That's literally all I do. So I've got the monitor, like a normal size monitor here, and that's how I'm
literally
looking.
right in front of your eyes.
And then at the top, the names like glow up when they've caught the disc.
Yeah, when they've got the disc.
I'm looking between
Yeah, I
both.
know, but that to me that gives me anxiety. That'd just be like, he's gonna pass that. What's he doing? He's doing a backflip. Do you know what I mean? Too much for me. Too much for me. But maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Well, I
maybe that
recommend
could
it
be
because
good.
I think that's a nonsense excuse. I think that's such like a little technical thing you can work around.
Do you
Like, not
reckon?
to insult you, but I'd think
No, it's all good.
unless there's another reason not to, I think you've got the voice for it.
Um,
You've got the character for it, like the personality. I think you'd carry it very well, and it'd be great to see you cast the game.
I mean, if someone pays me. No. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Chuck us a couple of peas, Mitch, and then I'll jump on the casting thing. No, do you know what? A lot of people say that. Oh, you got a lovely voice. I'm like, do I?
Well, the thing is, the average person, especially in this day and age where you can get away with just typing emails, if you have a mediocre voice, suddenly you have an above average voice. So I grew up very shy, like barely using my voice. So as I've got older, I've had to like actually go out my way to speak. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I do the casting, is because it's an opportunity for me to do like a semi-public speaking activity. I study this. I take time to.
Fucking personal disc again. Sorry.
This coming up.
Every time, if I put my hand here, my finger touches the button. Let me just move it. Sorry.
Yeah,
go
no,
on,
I've been doing it as well because sometimes I cross my arms like this and then it just goes personal disc.
Like this looks natural. This looks cool, but then this shows up, and then personal disc comes, and I've got to throw it away.
What kind of chair have you got? Have you got like a computer chair?
It's a gaming chair. It's not like a fancy one, but it's just a gaming chair.
That's what I've got. I've got like my elbow up on the arm here, hand on the finger.
There's two arms here. They lift up and down. To be honest, this one's going out of fashion. I think I need to get another one because this is made out of leather. It's getting all cracks and everything on it as well. So I'm probably due another one, to be honest. But I'm poor. So no, but I don't need it, to be fair. It does the job. It's not broken. It's just, it's getting a bit old. But yeah, in terms of the casting thing. Sorry?
Have you ever done improv as part of your acting?
Do you know, I haven't. No, I've never done a class, and I think we did like improv in school and uni and stuff, but not like proper improv where you're doing it in front of an audience. I've never done that. That would give me anxiety. I'd be absolutely cacking it. So I don't know, but I think like without taking me on, I think I'm a pretty like charismatic, funny guy. So I think
you spent about 20-30 seconds talking about your chair.
Exactly.
Like the average person can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. Then maybe it's a secret trait that I just don't know I've got. But no, I've never actually done that. But that is something I really want to do because I'm a massive fan of Jim Carrey, and he's excellent at that. He's excellent at that stuff. Half of the stuff in his films, stuff he's just made up on the spot, and the director's gone, do you know what, that looks sick. We're keeping that. So, yeah. Although saying that, I did a short film, and I'm sure there was a part that it got improvised. Oh yeah, So there was a part that got improvised, and I'll tell you what happened. So basically, in the scene we were window cleaning or something, right? To try spy on someone through the window, basically. Like, I wasn't actually window cleaning. Well, I wasn't window cleaning. The character was window cleaning. Anyway, so basically, after doing a bit of the cleaning or whatever, we had to record the scene of us. We're being caught, basically. So we'd have to pick up the buckets and whatever, and run out the garden. And what happened was, so the garden we were filming in, the garden was like, like them pebbles, like multicolored pebbles and stuff, like covered the garden. So when I set off running, they just slipped under me and I had the bucket in my hand. Fell, face planted on the floor, broke all the buckets. The only prop we had, by the way. So we just had to run with it. And it actually came out probably better than what they planned. So honestly, it was so funny because I fell And I was just laid on the floor with my arms by my side, looking up at the camera, and you just see the camera pan down at me like that, and it's like, bruh. So, but yeah, I guess you could kind of call that improv. Because we had to roll with it. We had to make new lines.
Do you like slapstick comedy? Do you like Mr. Bean and...
Yeah, Mr.
Chuckle
Bean. What are they? Laurel and Hardy. They're amazing. I like all types of. I'm a big comedy guy. I like all types of comedy. Ricky Gervais, like the sort of really awkward comedy. The Office. I love The Office.
I love the UK Office so much more than the US one, and I get into fights over that all the time. Just the dryness, and I think it's because we're English, right?
Yeah,
because it's so real.
Americans will never understand it. But saying that, there is some English people that I've seen both and still prefer the US one, and
these
I'm
are
like,
the people I argue with.
Do you know?
It annoys me.
They just don't get it, do they?
I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. The US
I've seen
very
both.
funny. It's very good. What's his name? The main
Michael Scott. Michael Scott.
Yeah.
You're on about in the English one, David Brent.
No. The Michael who plays Michael Scott, the actor.
Oh God, what I don't know.
Anyway, he's an incredible actor. He carries the show, but like he really adds to that role. Yeah, he's an incredible actor. He's an incredible comedian.
Yeah,
but
he is.
I prefer the UK
what's his
one.
name? I forgot his name. I
don't know. My eyes got black.
No, he is really good. But there's just something about the English one, and I think because like they didn't carry it on for so long, I think that was one of the reasons it was so good as well. Whereas the US Office went on for so long, like they could have stopped it at one point, and it didn't. It just kept going. Like, don't get me wrong, I still really enjoyed it, but I think I still prefer the English Office over the American Office.
Did you? This is something that I do say when this comes up. Did you watch the English one first and then watch the American one?
I watched
it's the same script, isn't it? So you're watching the same thing twice.
Yeah. So the first season of the US, I actually really didn't like that season
because it was the same.
US version because it was the same, but it would just it would cringe like proper. I don't even like saying that word, cringe, but it would just really cringe, and it just didn't work.
Humor.
So then they changed it and adapted it more to like a lovable rogue type character, which were good. But it just worked so well with the English one, with him being just so awkward and I love Ricky Gervais. He's so good. But I like
go like this.
This.
Yeah, that's it. Your hands they went like white, but it's fixed now.
Right. Yeah, I think it's something to do with the new update. They've made a.
I've noticed that. Do my hands look really shit to you? Are my like fingers all stuck together?
Yeah, they are.
Yours are.
Mine will be the same.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know why they've done that.
Probably just to save on power and stuff, haven't they? Probably. Like you can even see as well. Like if I move a certain distance away from you, I can see the inside of your helmet's like white, the white thing on the inside of your helmet. But if I step back a bit again, it disappears.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's that distance there. Interesting.
Yeah, that draw distance, whatever they call it. Yeah, they're probably just using it to save power. Doesn't bother me that much anyway. It all does the same job, doesn't it? So
what's your plans going forward with Echo? So coming to the end of 2022 now. Are you coming to LAN next year? Duckman LAN?
I don't think I am. I would like to, but where is it? Where's it going to be held?
It's in Southampton, so it is all the way down south.
Yeah.
But
do you know what? I really do want to go, but I really wanted to play and to travel all the way down there.
Missed the chance.
Yeah. I didn't realize that there was a certain time limit that you had to.
Yeah, they sold out quick.
Yeah. I didn't know that you had to do that. So, and then it was already too late at that point. So, see, I drive, but I don't have a car. So again, it'd be a bit of a nightmare to get to there anyway, just to watch. Do you know what I mean? So I do kind of want to go though. I'm going to consider it.
Yeah, 100% you should.
We'll see.
If you got the time off, you should definitely come down.
And obviously, work as well. That's another thing. Yeah, work is would be an issue as well. And
you'd regret it if you didn't go. If you missed out. 100%.
Yeah. Do you know what? I saw some of the pictures and stuff from the last time,
Yeah.
and that did look fun, to be fair. But yeah, I bet it was a change for the PC gamers because they had to use Quest, didn't they? So
You say that, but they did a good job. Yeah, they
yeah,
were all like,
yeah, it
oh,
still did
it's
a
our
good job.
first time
It
using
still did a good
Quest,
job.
literally out the
Yeah,
box.
yeah,
But like,
yeah.
they did okay.
Yeah,
They
they
I
did.
don't think Quest 2 throwing is as bad as
No,
people
no.
say
I
it is.
think I think it gets a bad rap. I think the
Yeah,
Quest is a really, really good headset, especially with the
phenomenal,
like the tracking's pretty good. Obviously,
phenomenal.
you know, behind your head. How often are your hands behind your head anyway? Do you know? So
Hmm.
it's one of them. But yeah, yeah. I would like to come. I would like to come. I might consider it. When is it? When is it actually? It is the end of this year at some point, or
End of April. No, early next year.
oh, is it?
End of
Oh,
April,
right.
Easter
Okay,
the
so I've
week.
still got a bit of time. Do I have to buy a ticket to reserve like a chair, or
I'll get the link for you. I believe it's spectator tickets and then competitor tickets. I'm sure there'll be like a
right?
wait list as well that you could sign up for. So if anyone
Okay,
else drops out, you can sub in.
right,
But spectator tickets, I can't remember how much they are, but you just buy a ticket, turn
right.
up on the day, walk in, hang out. And I'm sure, so what happened this year was that in the evening, after like whatever time it was, they just
Mm.
opened the floor. Anyone got a headset? Yeah, put it on. Connect, jump in our game. Connect to
Oh,
the
right.
LAN build we got. And we would, I don't know if we did 5v5. We might have done 5v5. But
Oh, it's all part of the
everyone
fun, isn't it?
just hung up. And it was
Yeah.
cool to like play and then take your headset off and see
See
like
everyone.
Retip Worm there, this person there,
Yeah.
like literally stood near
Do you know
you.
what though? As well, another reason that I didn't want to go is I kind of like not knowing. Do you know? I like the idea of not knowing who I'm playing against. Like not because I'm like secretive or anything, but it's that kind of thing of you know, what would it be like if I did meet him? Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
well, you'll know that me and Lucid Knight,
Yeah.
we're good friends, and obviously there's been times where I've been like, oh, we should meet up, you know, because we're such good mates. We should just meet up in real life. I've never seen what he looks like. He knows what I look like because he's seen my YouTube and
YouTube.
stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously, he doesn't know I look like it like fully. Do you know what I mean? So,
It is
but I
weird.
don't look.
It
I
is
don't
weird
know
when
what he looks like at all. So to see him, it'd be like, do you know what I mean? I don't want to ruin it. Do you get me? Like I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I kind of do, and I don't
Yeah.
know. I do kind of want
So
to go there. I think it would be a cool idea.
I've played with Savage loads, right? Savage Large.
Yes,
And then when I met him in, oh, it was Kaidaski as well. So both of them, I've heard their voice
Kaid was
like
there as well.
a million times.
Yeah.
And then I'm there, like at breakfast, sat across the table from them. And it's like they're an avatar. It's like they're playing their, you know what I mean? Because I know their voice
Yeah.
so well, but they're animating this body that I've never seen in my life. It's a
It's
real,
crazy,
like,
isn't it? Do you know what's weird as well?
mind
So
fuck.
I play with Ferren
Yeah.
on After the Fall, and obviously I'm used to seeing him like, well, look
Yeah,
like
this.
you, and
Yeah.
in different chassis and stuff, and then to see him in a different game as a different character is strange, which is so weird. This is what I mean about like, you would never get anything like that in a flat screen game. I've never
No.
had that happen.
Well,
But
this
to
is the
then,
next level. This is like, it's virtual reality. This is, I'm
Exactly.
seeing like a 3D avatar of you. Like,
Yeah.
this is, in my head, this is Bullied. He has a sign above him saying Mr. Bullied.
Yeah.
He's orange at the moment. Sometimes he's blue. His head
Exactly.
glows when he talks.
Yep. You have 4 eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
Unless
that's
they're
weird. I was doing
nostrils.
that earlier. Yeah, I was looking
don't
at the
know.
bottom eyes, pretending those were your eyes. And it made your whole face look different.
No, it's really, really like strange, isn't it? How it works. And again, we jumped into because they've added what is it, Horizon Homes or whatever now, where you can meet
Horizon Worlds is the toy one.
the
like
game.
play
No,
one,
where
where
you can
build
meet.
things.
Yeah, you can build your own avatar or whatever, but you can use that
Yeah.
avatar to meet in your like meta home or whatever, and then pick a game.
Yeah, homes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did that as well, and obviously I've seen his
Okay.
avatar and seen mine. It's so weird. And again, I don't know what Farron looks like either, so that would be.
I need
I
to
don't know.
try
It's just weird. I don't know. I kind of like not knowing, but it's like that thing of kind of wanting to know as well. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just weird. I am weird, but maybe I'm weirder.
Well, it's the future. I don't know if you've been following Workrooms, Horizon Workrooms.
I think it's a good. So I wanted to try it, but I downloaded the game and it was saying something about having to connect to a PC and whatever. It just wasn't working, so I couldn't actually try it.
I think you just need to open a website. You can do it on your phone. You need to go to a website and then
Yeah, I
just pair it
tried
with your
that,
account.
but I tried
Didn't
it,
work.
but it didn't work. So I don't know. We'll jump back into it at some point, but that is a really good
Okay.
idea, and I think, like you say, like a meeting or well, just a gathering is so much more engaging when you can see the person, you can see them, talking and gesturing, and you're actually speaking to that person. I think that's really, really important. And like mixed reality, AR and VR, it's going to be It's going to be massive in like 10 years. Like obviously it's massive now. 10 years from now, I reckon it's going to be like the normal. So people are going to be, they're not. Well, people obviously will still have calls and video call and everything, but can you imagine a vid? So me and you on a desk.
Yeah.
Someone's in the real world, but they're out and about, so they can do a video call while they're walking. They've got like a screen here, and we can see them. That stuff, that to me is going to be just crazy.
Mr. Bullied, you know this is already a thing.
But can you? Well, even with the.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You can do that. What, in Workrooms?
Yeah. This is what Workrooms is.
But
Workrooms is
can they see us though? Can they see us as our avatars?
Yeah, so they see on like the Zoom call or whatever, they'll have a window which has our little people stood around the table. And then we've got a whiteboard and we can write on the whiteboard. And then the person on VC, on video call, can see the whiteboard. It's all linked up.
Right. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know you could do that.
It's all there.
I know in Workrooms you can obviously share your computer screen and everything. Well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah. Remote desktop. It connects to it. So you're in VR, you can track your keyboard, and then it has a virtual monitor.
Yeah,
so
I've seen this keyboard
you're there.
thing.
You can work.
That's crazy.
You're there. You've got your computer set up. You got your monitor.
I want to try that now. Do you know what it is? I'm trying to get my friends in VR, but they just can't be bothered with it. I think they're so used to that way of living.
Have you got their face in a headset?
I have. Well, I've got Nathan.
Okay.
My brother Nathan. He's tried a couple of games, and I think he likes it, but he's not 100% sold on it. There's not enough space because we were in different rooms, and I don't think he's 100% sold on it exactly everything. But BONELAB has come out, and I've been playing a lot of that and streaming it so I can watch, and he seems actually really interested in that. So I'm gonna start getting. He's got a really weird specific way of VR. He thinks it's got to be one-to-one with reality for it to be good to him, and I'm just like, well,
what
it's
does
not
he
going to be
pick
like
at?
that.
What is he like?
Like he just says, I want to feel like I'm there. I want to feel everything.
What's missing from him? So touch. He wants
literally
like,
everything. Touch, the haptic suit, feeling the wind, everything. That's his idea of VR being good. And I'm just like, mate, we're not going to be nowhere near that yet. So, but even still, but saying that as well, I don't think he's actually experienced multiplayer games. So like, actually playing with someone. Although I think he's tried one game of like 11 table tennis with one of his, one of our friends.
Okay.
But that's it. He's not experienced like speaking to random people and just like messing about in like VR chat or proper social experiences like that. He's not actually tried that. So I think that's where it could sell it, because that's where it sold it for me. Like the single player stuff, it's all right, but it does get boring. Unless it's BONELAB, I'm never getting bored of that. I've been playing that non-stop.
Oh, you've sold me on it. I'm going to give it a play now.
Have you not played it?
I've got it. I'm sure I had it installed at one point. I just never got around to playing it.
Oh my god! Please play it. Have you not seen? Have you not seen like what it's about? Like, have you seen?
No, there's a story to it as well. So basically, I played Half-Life Alyx,
right?
And I thought, okay, this is the pinnacle of like game. Anything I play now is not going to be as good. So I think that's kind of the bullshit I gave myself with like I don't need to play any more games. You know what I mean? Like I've had the cream of the creme.
I get you. Yeah,
Now
I've not played Half-Life Alyx myself, so I can't say. but I've seen gameplay. It's a
It's
similar
probably
thing.
very
Things
similar
are
in terms of quality.
yeah, like things are interactable. If something looks like you can grab it and
You
do
can.
whatever with it, you can do it. Yeah, so it's the same thing. Obviously, Half-Life is more story driven though, isn't it? So BONELAB is more.
Both, because you know what Half-Life is famous for. Half-Life is famous for showing off the what's their game engine, whatever their physics engine is.
Yeah, I
Half-Life
can't remember,
famously
but
would
I
show
know.
it off.
Yeah, I
So
can't.
that's what
I
they're
don't
doing.
know, but I know what you're on about. Yeah.
So Half-Life 3, Half-Life 3, fucking hell. Half-Life Alex shows off their VR engine and the physicality of it, like the using the gun mechanics, picking things up. It uses like a point system, so you point and it like comes to your hand like that. And the physics of it, like things have a weight. So when you lift it up, it's like delayed. Boneworks as well.
That's the same as Boneworks, but I think. I'm assuming you've watched Thrill Seeker's videos. He talks about the comparison of those games, and he says, obviously Half-Life Alyx was like good, but he's always coming back to like Boneworks or BONELAB because of the physics and what you can do.
Slow down.
And
Boneworks and BONELAB aren't the same thing.
no,
Oh, you just
Boneworks.
blown my mind. I thought it was the same thing.
No, Boneworks was the predecessor to BONELAB.
Oh,
BONELAB
it is
the new
related,
one,
okay.
Yeah, they are. I want to say
okay.
pretty much the same game, but they're not. So, because obviously BONELAB's the first game, you know,
And
they were
that
just
was
figuring
like
everything
a
out.
dev. Yeah, that
And
was
then
showing it off.
now BONELAB is the sort of
Is it multiplayer? Is it
new.
co-op?
It's not at the moment,
that's annoying.
which is a shame because you think a game like that would you'd want multiplayer, but they've got integrated mod support. So someone makes a multiplayer mod, we've got multiplayer. Do you know what I mean? And there's a thing in this BONELAB game that I really admire, and it's obviously the mods are integrated, which is a massive thing. It's massive because games like Gary's Mod and stuff are still run by people modding the game. So integrated mods,
That's mad. That's
massive.
still going on.
But they've got in BONELAB, they've done this thing where you can change your avatar on the fly. So you guys, when you first start the game, you'll be able to make your guy very close to how your real life body is. So you'll be able to do your height, you'll be able to do your waist size, your torso, like your stomach, your hips, and all that. And you'll be able to, and when you touch your body, obviously it'll be the same as touching it in the VR. But what's good is there is a story to it. Like it isn't just completely physics. There is a story, but it's not the main focus. Isn't the story? It's the physics, I'd say. But anyway, so you're getting through the story anyway, and you're getting these new avatars. But these avatars have abilities, so they're not just skins like VR chat where you just stick a skin on, you be a different person, you be a different height, whatever. But it doesn't actually impact anything. Whereas in this, avatars actually have attributes like based on how they look. So if there's a muscly guy, obviously he's going to be a lot stronger. He's going to be a hit harder. He's going to be a pick stuff up. Pick up a gun. Recoil is going to be less abrasive or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So, and let's say if I do a small little anime girl, obviously she's going to be a lot weaker and slower because she hasn't got the muscle. Do you get what I mean? So like every avatar you get has a different way of interacting with the world, and I just think that is ludicrous. And the reason the mods are good is because you can import your own avatars, and those avatars will automatically just have the stats to back up the avatar. So let's say, for example, let's just say I get Shrek in the game. So obviously he's got stumpy legs, but he's quite a built guy, so he'd be very strong. But he's short, fat legs, so he'd be really slow. Do you get me? So, but if I added someone like, I don't know, the girl out of Mirror's Edge, she'll have like big quads. She'll be really slim, so she'll be really fast. She could run really fast, jump high, but she wouldn't be very strong. Obviously, recoil would be a bit more, stuff like that. And that is just mental to me. I think, can you imagine a multiplayer version of that? I just think that'd be absolutely like ridiculous. And obviously it's all physics as well, so everything, reacts with you and how you think it would act. And I've just been playing it non-stop. So definitely try Boneworks.
Have you uploaded? Have you been recording your gameplay?
Of BoneLab,
yeah.
sorry, BoneLab.
BoneLab's the new one?
Get BoneLab, the new one, yeah.
BoneLab's the new
no,
one, okay.
I've not. I do want to, because I think silly like TikTok videos would be good for BoneLab. Because all I do, honestly, start up BoneLab, go into you can do like a little playground thing where you can spawn enemies in guns or whatever. I just box them up and just sat there, bah, 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 put the slow-mo on and like uppercut them and watch them fly back into the sky or whatever. Oh, it's mad. And then I like doing the arena as well, which is like you can do like survival and stuff where there's loads of enemies coming at you. You can whack this guy, pop this guy in the head, reload, pull out a shotgun, pow, shot him.
Oh, how's the reloading in a
Oh, it's good. It's sick. It's so satisfying. Like I say, everything's physics. So when you cock a gun,
click,
and
clock.
yeah, it just does it how you would, and it is really satisfying. And they've had Boneworks didn't have a few things. So obviously, it didn't have this avatar thing. They didn't have shotguns. So shotguns weren't even a thing in Boneworks. They've added it in this BoneLab. And also mod support wasn't a thing either. People figured out how to add their own mods with a lot of messing about. But BoneLab actually has integrated mod support. So
is this the Gary's mod of VR?
Of VR.
Would you say? Of this generation of VR?
Exact. That is literally how everyone's putting it. So
okay. Nice.
The Gary's mod of VR, I'm telling you, play it. Play it, you won't regret it. And if you do regret it, refund it. But if you regret it, there's something wrong with you. Because this is VR 5.6 million whatever 0.0. Anyway, it's really good.
What are you excited about to come like in a year or 5 years or 10 years? Anything to do with Echo or not specific to Echo, maybe just VR in general? Bit of standalone, maybe AR, hand tracking, any like future tech.
Honestly, I like the idea of, I was saying about my brother wants to be like fully immersed and all that. I actually, that is one thing I'm really excited about. But generally, AR, VR, I'm excited about anyway. But I do think if they can get a stand-up, because the thing is, like I said to you before, Quest 1 was my first taste of VR. So that for me, without the wire, was just amazing. And obviously, going to work at that place now and having the wire, to me, obviously the graphics look sick and that, but I just can't get over the wire. The wire is just, you remember it's there, it's pulling it. This is just freedom, complete and utter freedom, and I love it. So, but what I want to see is like full body tracking and stuff like that. That's what I'm really excited for, because I want to be able to kick as well. Legs are really important. I think people, I think like companies, like obviously Meta and Pico's getting in the game now as well, aren't they?
I've heard. I don't know much about that, but I know they've Pico 4 or something.
It looks good, mate. Looks really good. Their headset. I'm really interested in getting it, to be honest. But the only thing is,
it's like available. It's like
yeah, you can buy it.
Right.
Well, I think it's still on pre-order. I don't know exactly when it releases, but it's on pre-order now. Yeah.
Interesting.
They're using pancake lenses as well. I think it's 4K per eye as well, so the resolution is a lot higher than the Quest. But the only thing that it's sad, but the only thing that makes me not want to get it is the fact that these Oculus exclusives like Echo, I wouldn't be able to play Echo on there. BoneLab isn't on there at the moment.
But
if it did go,
so how long's Echo been out for? Since like 2016, right?
Yeah.
In 5 years, 10 years time, right? Because you could argue right now Echo is like the VR esport. Would you say? Fair to say?
I would, yeah.
But would Echo be the esport in 5-10 years time?
Well, yeah, maybe.
Come along?
If VR is mainstream, but you know what I mean. If more and more people adopt it,
Let's say a title
Hopefully.
comes out and it's on the Pico, and maybe it is or isn't on the Quest as well. Is there a
Right.
chance a game like that could take over? Say like another Gorilla Tag comes out, like it's a bedroom developer
Well,
makes a game.
one good thing that they've added, so an exclusive that they're getting is Just Dance, but they're making a VR for that specific, so an exclusive for that headset, which is good. But I don't know if that's enough to really, for me at least anyway. It might be for someone, but for me,
at some point we've got to have a console wars, right? We've got to have a PlayStation versus Xbox, Nintendo versus Sega.
I don't know. You know, I think with VR, I personally, I think it should be different. I think it should, any VR experience should be available to everyone, because VR's niche as it is. So to make console exclusives is just making it harder and harder to adopt.
It's about profit, isn't it? Right?
Of course, you're right.
Compete.
You're right. You are right. And obviously, it does bring people into VR regardless. But yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them. And who knows? In the future, it might be adopted like that anyway, where games companies are just allowed to be on every headset. So that's my ideal.
100%. Like cross-platform.
Anyway.
There will be free-to-play games, or at least like affordable games. But I'm like personally, I'm unsure if Echo. It fully could. It could be like the VR esport in 5 years' time.
Yeah,
it
100%.
There might be something else comes along, similar mechanics, or completely different mechanics that are actually better. Takes over.
A football game. That's what I'm looking for.
It's the tricky one, isn't it?
A full body. That's what I'm saying. In the future, VR full body tracking rig, feet. That'd be the dream. But like I say, it's we're still in the early stages in the grand scheme.
Do you think that's a cultural thing? Do you think like all over the world people love playing football? So that's why people love FIFA. I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. In my head I was thinking about FIFA.
No,
people love FIFA.
Fine. I don't know. People like competition, don't they? Like sport. People like competition.
But also, everyone knows football. Everyone grows up kicking a football around.
Exactly.
It's such a cheap
At some point. Yeah, exactly. It's an easy, cheap. It's people
grab
do
a
it in the
ball. Like even like a 2-year-old
Yeah.
can play football. Here's the
Exactly.
ball. Go on, kick it. And then you're now playing football.
That's what I mean. So for me, that'd be an amazing feat to be able to play that in your own home VR, same scenario like this, being able to talk to people and stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But I think we're a long way off that yet.
Maybe the game changing sport isn't a sport at all. Maybe it's something that you could only do in VR. Which I guess is what Echo
like
is,
this,
right?
like
yeah,
this,
that's true. That's
exactly like this. Which is like I love this game. Like this is one of my like favorite games like of all time. I'm not a big story gamer. Like I like competitive games like this, shooting games, stuff like that. So this is my bread and butter, right? I play Rocket League on console as well, and this is like a similar thing. So and obviously
That's
again,
what in my head
football,
I compare it to Rocket League.
Yeah. So it's like, well, it is car soccer, isn't it, or car football or whatever. So yeah, can you imagine like a football VR? That'd be cool. And this is kind of what I see in Echo, as it. Obviously, it's not with your feet, it's with your hands, but it's the same sort of thing. You're passing, you're working together, you're communicating, you're scoring goals. It's good fun. And,
if you were an advisor, like a consultant to Ready at Dawn, what features would you prioritize going forward?
So, do I have to pick one?
No.
Or
Say it's just an open-ended question. If you got a few.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, a massive feature that I've been asking for ages is button remapping. So there's a button on my controllers that I don't even use, and that could just be my boost on brake. My joysticks, I've had to replace my joysticks my controllers. I've had to replace them 6 times
from
because of this game.
pressing the joystick.
Because of this game, the amount of times you
Yeah.
got to click the joystick in and brake, and
That's
it wears
actually a
on them really
shout.
quick.
That'd be
Honestly.
an easy like change to make as well.
I messaged the devs actually and said this. Look, I'm breaking controllers here. It's costing me a lot of money. can you sort this out, man? No. Just like literally, the button that I could change it to is just the mute button if you've got it turned on, which I don't have it turned on, so I could literally just use it as that. If I mute myself, I just mute myself through the tablet anyway. So, but I don't know. I think that'd be a really, really, really good idea. Another feature is just region-based matchmaking, or just an option to be able to pick what region you want to play in.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's one of them. VR's still being adopted and everything, so you might not be enough players in our region. But, like, honestly, I would rather wait 5 minutes just to get to be guaranteed an EU game than wait 10 seconds for an American game and just not have a good time.
And yeah, just to clarify, you're not talking about the players. You're talking about the ping.
No,
the
I
server.
don't. I love all types of life. I love. I
you're
don't. I love all life. Let's get that clear, okay? No, I've not got a problem with American people, or it's the ping.
You're literally. I wasn't insinuating it at all. I was clarifying.
No,
you're talking
no.
about the server. You're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah,
ping,
yeah, no.
connecting. You
Yeah.
don't want to be connecting to a Chicago or a
It's
California.
just the ping. If they
server.
can find a way, that I can play with American people or Australian people or whoever with perfect ping.
I don't discriminate.
I don't discriminate. That's straight up. All right. Whoever. No. If they can find a way to do that, then sick. Then I'm up for it. But they can't. Let's be honest. They can't. It's same in Rocket League. I play EU. Not because I'm discriminatory towards whatever. It's because of the ping. And I think that's a fair comment. If the ping was, like I say, bang on, it'd be fine, but it isn't. So I think we need that option in Echo, because it is frustrating. There's times where I've just come off and stopped playing, and I don't do a lot of pubs now because of that. At certain times, you can't play because you're just gonna get the crap servers, and like people are out stacking. It actually puts you at a disadvantage. People are out stacking you. You think you throw on the disc and it teleported into someone's hand. It's just a nightmare. So if they can figure out a way to, well, that is the way. Just make a button, an EU button, an NA button, and a whatever button, and then you can press that one. Oh, I want to play EU today. Oh, I want to do all of them. Oh, I don't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that'd be a really good one. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with the game. I've got no real complaints. People play it on this game, don't they? People like to hate, but I love it. I think I can't complain at all. Apart from those little
those little things. But anything like, so those are things that like technical things that should definitely be changed, or just easy little. I mean, they sound simple. I imagine like maybe it's a lot more complicated than we realize. Like I actually have no idea. I don't know how the servers work like that.
I don't.
Server
I
switching.
just remember something from ages ago that someone said about Meta wanting everyone to be able to play with each other, so that's why they've made Reddit Dawn, or stopped Reddit Dawn from doing it. I don't know exactly, but
if that was true, they'd have been very clear about it. I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
true.
That might just be a bit of a
far-fetched
soft
thing.
no.
Maybe. But either way, yeah, maybe it is not as simple as that. I'm not too sure, but for me, that'd be like huge. And
anything like left field, any features that you see in a completely different game, even like pancake games like Rocket League or something, that you would love to see. Because, for example, one of them very recently is the fanfare. When I score a goal, I hear a guitar riff that I've heard a billion times.
Music,
It'd be great to have unique ones. And they, to be fair, they did it. I was actually really surprised they put that feature in. I know there's only 6 to choose from, but that's really
it's
cool.
Still something, isn't it? Yeah. No, I like that. I've always thought goal explosions would be really cool.
Yeah.
But mechanical wise, I don't think there's anything wrong with anything. I guess it'd be nice to, especially, I guess in a private match, it'd be cool to have your own colour. So let's, I'm sure they had that in one of the updates. They had a little thing right in that corner where you could change the colour. I'm sure of it.
What? Change the color of the arena?
Yeah,
or
of the
your...
team. So like when you're in a private match, you could change your colour
That's
to
amazing.
whatever colour you wanted.
Yeah.
And then the other team have the whatever colour they wanted for the whole
Yeah.
team, of course.
That should definitely be.
That'd be sick. That'd be really cool. Because I mean, orange and blue gets boring after a bit.
I'd see why they do it. Like it's meant to be the optimal like color
If it
difference,
pubs for public games,
100%.
it's fine. Just leave it orange and yellow. But for privates, it'd be nice to be whatever colour I wanted. Because for red juice, I just have like a red or maybe a purple or something. Do you know what I mean?
I like how whenever fireballs play, they want to be orange every time.
Yeah. Well, I always want to be orange because we
Yeah.
want to be red juice, but
Yeah.
we let them have it. We let them have it. But yeah, I don't
By
mind
the way,
orange.
on the
Sorry,
subject
go on.
of red juice, where'd you get your logo from? Did someone make that
Andor
for you?
made it. Andor made it for me. So
It's very good.
I've
Shout out
tried
to
to make
Ando.
my own. Yeah, Andu, my guy. Now he's one of my old teammates. Actually, we used to play on Brazen Badges well, it changed to Mantis, but yeah, good
that
team.
rings a bell. Mantis.
Mantis, yeah, it was a
does ring a
green, like they kind of had it like a circular type
So
thing.
imagine Mantis playing in green. Their whole half
Exactly.
of the arena is like glowing green.
Exactly. I think that'd be really cool. But yeah, Ando made me. He tried to explain how to make stuff for myself, but I couldn't do it. I think he might have a tablet and a stylus and everything at home, so he can do it proper. But yeah, Ando made me. Bless him. So thanks, Ando. You're a great fellow. Actually, did you see my? If you go on our page, on the Red Juice page now,
Yeah.
we've got a little bit of fan art underneath.
That's what I'm
my
talking
brother
about.
made.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That
Yeah,
fan art.
that.
It's mad.
My brother made that. My
Ah.
brother does art, so well, was training to do tattoos, and he's always been good at art. So
Okay.
he draws his tattoos on his tablet, and then it does whatever. So I asked him if he could do it, and he said yeah. And I just said I
Smashed it.
want the juice to be like create like something like out of a horror scene or whatever. So
Yeah.
so he came up with that. We had it as our logo, but when it were being casted, actually was it? I think it was when you were casting us. Actually, it just didn't.
All
It
right.
looked
It
weird
didn't
on
look
me.
as good.
Didn't look
No,
as good
the
on me.
carton. The carton looks.
The carton
really
looks
good
sick. It
as an
just looks
icon.
really clean.
Yeah, very clean.
So we've just kept that other one as the fan art. I
You've
still
done it-
like
you've-
it though.
That's perfect. You want like a clean logo and the fan art. Yeah, the one that gets blown up when
Yeah.
people click on your page.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nice.
Um,
But it's really
yeah.
good branding. I love when a team has really good branding.
do you know
Red
what's
Juice,
funny?
I think Go on.
Red Juice was just a throwaway name at first. It was just a throwaway because basically when I first started Red Juice, I was getting players together. I wanted a really good team name like Nantes Esports, something that really screamed like esports type thing. And the only reason I picked Red Juice is because I like Juice World and Trippy Red.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So to combine the two, Red Juice. And yeah,
It's
and
very.
now I really
do you know
like
they
it.
I think it's just called Lemonade. Is that
Lyrical
the,
Lemonade.
Lyrical Lemonade. It's very like that. That kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, it has got that kind of vibe. And I actually like that channel. And then we're watching all the up and coming rappers and everything. So
I was still because I've come across it around. There was a point when I was really into like music production, and I followed some music people, and then on an interview, someone was talking about one of the videos for Lyrical
Right.
Lemonade, and that's how I
the
came
guy's
across
huge,
it.
man. Yeah, he's on YouTube. Well, I watch it on YouTube. So have a look. Lyrical Lemonade is like obviously now he's massive, but he does up and coming artist and some artists that are already established. He does videos for, and they're always like sick. They're always really sick.
They're making a lot of money, those guys.
Oh yes.
Was something
Oh yes.
something money like global money or something?
I'm not too
What is
sure.
it?
Oh, internet money.
Internet money, yeah.
Yeah. Internet money. Yeah, they will be balling. But yeah, Well, anyway, there's the origin of the red juice
Yeah, it's
name.
nice. Thank you for filling us in.
No problem. Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Well,
One more question. I mean, this is the
go
4th
for it.
episode, so I'm still working out this format. But there's a question that I now want to just ask everyone. If you get the chance to have the Elon Musk chip in your head, so you don't need a Quest 2 on your face, you don't need any headset, you can just put
Right.
this. You just press a button on the back of your head, and you're now in VR. Do you take
Right.
the chip? Do you allow someone to put a chip into your brain?
Raw. Good question.
What an answer. We'll just leave it at that.
Raw. Yeah, raw. No, I don't know. Do you know? Have you ever seen Black Mirror? Is that where you got this question idea from?
I'm asking it because it's a thing. It's because Elon
What-
Musk has
what?
a company.
Is what they're working on that, or is it?
I'm sure it's been demonstrated already. I have no idea if they're on human trials yet.
Rah.
But it's
No way.
100% a thing. It's a company that Elon Musk either runs or is involved with.
It depends. Do you know what? It's cool. I think that sounds sick, but I'll be honest. I'd want to know a bit more of how it'd work. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Black Mirror, but they've got a similar thing where they plug it in somehow, and the way that the VR works is it's more like a dream rather than you actually moving around in real life. So it like paralyzes you in the real world, and you like seeing the game in your brain and being able to play online and stuff with whoever, and everything's how it would be in real life. You can touch and whatever, and everything would be like real life, but virtually or whatever. If it was like that, I don't know. You know, that'd be madness. That would be chaos. People wouldn't be going outside. People would just be living.
I'm looking for a yes or no. Would you take the chip in your lifetime?
Could I remove it if I got sick of it? Would it be implanted onto my brain, or would it be like something I could just stick on my head or something? like I don't know.
I reckon it's in your brain. You can get it removed, but once it's in, you're now open to all the risks of like getting a virtual virus and stuff. Like you've taken the leap. You've taken the leap. Right? You have AI systems in your brain.
Okay.
You are now part internet. Do you do it in your lifetime, or maybe like on your deathbed or something?
Yeah,
like
go
last
do
few
it.
Days.
Go for it. Yeah, I would. I would, Jen. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because, like, if I become one of them early adopters, maybe they'll give me a bit of discount. You know, if I want to save my
100%.
If I want
They'll
to
probably pay you.
Yeah, exactly. And if I want to save my personality into a little database, I could never die then as well. So that.
Have you
could
seen
be
that
like the
film
next
where
step.
he's a military guy and he's on the train, and the train crashes and then he's on the train again? Oh, what's it called? Source Code? No. It's called Source
No.
Code, I think.
Is it on Netflix?
Probably. This is probably
I'll have
like
a
5-10 years ago.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Similar
Okay.
kind of thing.
Right.
This
I'll
guy,
have a look.
there's tons of films like that, though, right? Like,
Yeah,
I still haven't seen Blade Runner. Everyone talks about
I've
Blade
not
Runner.
seen that. I've
Oh,
not
you haven't seen it either.
I don't
Apparently,
know
that's
that.
like a must watch for like VR people.
Is it? Oh,
Source
okay. Well,
Code.
yeah, I'll have to have a look then.
There was another one as well from like 90s that everyone said
I've seen
you need
Ready
to watch
Player.
this.
You must have seen Ready Player One.
Yeah. You
Ready
know what I
Player
do? So, do you know where I work? You know what I do for work?
No. Oh, you told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you work for Meta?
Yeah, I work on Workrooms.
Do you?
Yeah.
No way, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You'll have to help me with this thing then, because I tried the website thing on my phone and it just
now
didn't
with
work.
Meta accounts, it's easy as piss. You've literally just got to log in on your phone, get the app on the headset. You just log in all in VR. That was like one of the major features in the last update.
Right.
It's a piece of piss now.
As if, man. Didn't know you worked on Workrooms. That's crazy. No, well, I think I want like I say, I want to try the Workrooms because I think it's a really good idea, and obviously that is the next step. You can take video calls with a little screen. Duh.
Right, I'm
That's
obviously biased because I spend 8 hours a working day in this app, but
Right.
I will.
So
I will confidently
so
say.
are you at home speaking to people at work in Workrooms.
I will confidently say it's the best. It's the best meta
Right.
app. Like
Really?
Horizon Worlds is better than Horizon Worlds, 100%. In terms of like the quality of app,
Right. Okay.
it's like one of the best apps.
That's
if not,
mad.
probably award win. I'd be surprised if it doesn't win awards next year.
Shit,
And it's still
man.
in beta. It's still 1.6 is live. So it's still
Right.
beta.
Yeah.
When
No,
we get
it's
to
cool,
2.0.
man. What do you specifically work on then?
So
Just-
I'm QA. I'm a
Okay.
tester.
Oh, right. Okay. Just working everything out, seeing what needs doing, and relaying that back to the
basically
team, basically.
So this is actually something that I want to do with my YouTube. I want to do my Echo content, and then I want to start doing like, okay, what's it like to work, like talk about workrooms. Obviously I'll have to work out like code of conduct stuff, what I'm allowed to actually say, but I can talk about public stuff. If the app's out, I assume that's fine. I should double check that though. But I'll just say, okay, this is the app, like this is how you use it, this is what that's for. These are like some features that we put in the last release, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really fun
Okay.
because everyone loves to talk
Yeah. about
about their work. Like, I mean, earlier, ages ago, you were talking about your work, and it's nice to just like talk about it, right? You spend so many hours doing this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's good to, and do you know what? I'm shell shocked by that screen idea.
The video call, yeah.
I want to
It's
try.
massive.
I want to
So
try that now.
it's public knowledge, but Zoom integration.
Right. Oh yeah. Sorry, personal disc.
Just like you're waving away flies, like mosquitoes.
Oh yeah. The echo flies are getting to me. No, I do. No, I really want to try that now.
Yeah, 100% you should.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
You're literally missing out. You know how you're egging me on to play BONELAB.
You're egging me on to try
BONELAB.
this.
Yeah, 100%. Everyone, it's
Right.
free to play. Come on, why would you not?
Yeah,
play it?
of course. I just like I say, I couldn't get into it. That's the only reason. I've still got it downloaded, I believe. But I couldn't. I went on the website or whatever, and it just didn't. It didn't connect
didn't
to
work.
right or something. So, I'll have another look, and I'll definitely try it out. And I'll see if I can get I'm gonna get my brother to ring, so as if we can see him. That is literally. I know you can use the controller as a pen, which is a very clever idea. Is that right? You can use the control at the bottom of the
that's
controller.
live. That's a
That is
feature
really
you can use
clever.
now.
That
You have
I like
you
that
have
idea.
you can write on the desk here. You get like a cat. You know, like your brother's drawing pad.
Yeah.
You get a virtual one of those. So you draw, and then what you draw appears on the whiteboard, live.
Oh shit! Okay.
So you can.
No,
and
what
there's
I
sticky
remember
notes as
seeing
well. It's all kinds of
was
stuff.
you can use the bottom of the controller as like a pen to
Yeah.
draw on the.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Right. Yeah, that is really cool.
Just get in the
Yeah.
app. Just get in it.
I'm gonna
Explore
look.
the
I'm
features.
definitely gonna have a look now.
Connect your
Well, I'm
little
gonna look
laptop.
after this. You might be able to help me with it. We could go on it now if you want.
I need to go to bed. I have a work tomorrow.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about bed. No, it's yeah. I'm definitely gonna have a little image. Yeah, that is mad. And I'm gonna get my brother to ring me as well, so I can confirm that he can see me.
I'm not sure if I can say it, but I think I can because it is all public knowledge. Zoom integration, in my opinion, is massive. I think it's massive. I think if that gets pulled off, and it's already public announced, so I think I'm okay saying it. But like, I think once exactly what you're saying, when your brother is on a Zoom call, on a family Zoom call, and you join it in VR, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's crazy, isn't it?
Where's Mr. Bullied, whatever your real name is? Where is he?
Where's his...
He's...
Wait.
What?
Can you do
He's
the
in
same
VR?
thing with?
What?
Can you do?
What?
Because I know you can take calls through Facebook. Because I use Facebook a lot. I've not actually tried Zoom that much. I think I remember using it for like an interview, but I've never actually really used it. Can you use like Messenger video call the same way?
As far as I'm aware, no.
Right.
But no, as far as I'm aware, no, you can't. It's got its own like video call system.
Right. Okay.
But
Well, I'll
it
still
will be
try the Zoom
integrated
thing
with
out
Zoom.
anyway. I still think that's a really good idea.
That's
but,
not. It's announced, and I'm sure it'll be spoken about. It's still public stuff, but it's not like in the app yet. That's still being worked on.
Okay. Oh, right. So I can't do that right now.
You can't do Zoom right now,
But soon.
but you can do video calls. Basically, you
Wait, so
get your
what?
laptop, you go to workrooms.com, you
Right.
sign in or sign up to your account, and then you have a web page, like a home page. Remember, you used to have a Facebook wall? It'd be like that. You've got your Facebook wall, and on
right.
there, you go call workroom. So it's like a hub, it's a workroom. I
Yeah,
call my
yeah.
workroom, and then your brother or whoever, someone else is in VR, they put a headset on, go to the app, and then in the lobby it says, MrBullied is in this room. Would you like to join them? Yeah, okay. So they
Oh,
join the
right.
room. They're in a workroom like this, and
Yeah.
they have a whiteboard here, a VC screen here, like these guys are watching us now, and they will be looking into the workroom. And we will look there
Right.
at the TV, and we'll see their face blown up.
That is crazy. No, well, that's actually you're right then about the Zoom thing. That is really good because that'll just make it so much easier to set up rather than having to sign in. And well, obviously you have to sign into the app, but most people will probably already be signed in if they've used it before. So yeah, man.
In my
That's some
opinion,
cool
it
stuff.
will never replace face-to-face meetings, but it
No,
will,
of
it will
course
help.
not. But
I think
yeah, of course.
you think you've got phone call, Zoom call, in-person meeting, and then you've now got one in the middle, which
Yeah,
is
and
I can
obviously
be in the same physical space.
you can still use your laptop and stuff to project onto the screen anyway. So
Yeah, screen share.
it would be
the,
exactly. So
whiteboard.
it'd literally be, I'd say it's just as good, if not better anyway, because you don't have to leave your house, you don't have to travel. Oh, this is future's mad, isn't it? The future's it's scary mad. Like we're getting to that point where people are just never going to be leaving homes. We're going to be Ready Player One. Like I want to say about 50 about 50 years. Give it 50 years. God, 50 years, I'll be dead.
You know what I think it is? What I think like like helped it was the fact that everyone's life went on pause for 2 years. Everyone
What the
thinks.
do you mean the VR? You mean? Oh.
I'm talking about the pandemic. I think for the pandemic, everyone's life went on pause, and everyone just assumed the world stopped turning. But the thing is, the internet, NFTs, all that kind of world,
That is
VR,
constant.
AR, all that technology, that just sped up. It went faster. So now we've come out of the pandemic. Like I'd say we're kind of out of it now. Like I think you still need masks on planes and stuff, but generally globally, you can you can travel
It's
without
pretty
a
much back
vaccine
to
most
normal
places.
now. Yeah.
But technology just kept going. So we're all back to, this is where I used to go. I used to do this. Okay, yeah, I'm back in my life. But we're now like 5 years in the future. In those 2 years, we've really excelled. And I think that's kind of what's hitting people now and is going to hit people next year. Of how, the future's ready. The future's here.
Yeah, because if COVID never happened, all this would have felt a lot longer.
It would have been slower, less. Meta wouldn't have done such an insane push into like immersive technology.
Yeah, of course. It would have taken a lot longer. It was kind of good. Do you know what? I think it was kind of a blessing in disguise anyway, COVID. I mean, obviously it was crap having to stay indoors all the time, but like you say, yourself, technology advanced, people were chilling with families and a lot more. And
pros and cons, right? It's obviously horrible. Loads of people dying and disease and shit.
Yeah, but it's one of them. It's one of them. I think that actually, obviously, as well, when it was fully locked down, we were no cars on the street, no pollution. Pollution's massive. Like global warming is like huge at the moment. Like there's one. Is the floods in? Is it Africa or something at the moment?
I'll be honest, I'm so shit for following like world news.
No, so am I. I don't really watch the news, to be honest, but YouTube has a little thing sometimes where it put like a little news section on my home feed, so sometimes I see that. But this is what global warming's gone like crazy, and I think that little time that we spent not doing anything was probably good for the earth and everything as well. So, but I think, like I said, obviously, people dying that was horrible, but I think for us as a human species, we have evolved after COVID. And
that is a poetic moment to finish this podcast on.
Indeed.
I appreciate you, MrBullied. Thank you for coming on. It's been an incredible conversation.
It has
And
indeed.
it could have carried on.
How long
It could
has
have
this
carried
been?
on.
Let me just check the time.
I think hour and a half.
Oh my god.
We could have done longer though. Like I can see now. You know when
Probably.
you watch like Joe Rogan ones, they're like 3 hours long. You're like, what? But I
Yeah.
can get it now. If you are just hanging, because he'll light a cigar, he'll have a couple beers,
Join.
he'll have a joint.
I've not
So
actually seen
maybe-
his podcasts. People
You're
keep telling me
joking.
they need to watch.
You're joking.
Yeah. People keep telling me I
Right.
need to
Well, what
watch
you
them,
need
but-
to watch is Joe Rogan, Mark Zuckerberg, talk for like 3 hours.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. Well, this is a lot of people have seen that and told me what happens in it. Obviously, a little bit sparse, but I'm assuming there's some juicy details in there that I don't know. So I would like to actually go back and watch that.
Well, the reason I like those long forms is because they just talk about everything. Like, there's a lot you can talk about in 3 hours, and like Mark Zuckerberg's there talking about doing jujitsu. Like what?
Oh,
Who would have
okay.
thought Mark Zuckerberg is like wrestling on the floor learning jujitsu?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. But like, where else in his life would he have an opportunity to like talk about that? Like, that's got nothing to do with his job.
Yeah, of course.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's good. It keeps you grounded, doesn't it? It reminds us that we are actually human beings and not cyborgs or whatever.
Yeah.
Not echo robots.
Yeah. When you see someone for 2 minutes, it's easy to like put them in a
In a
frame.
box.
Say, this
Yeah,
is you.
yeah.
You have no other personality than this. This is your role in society. But then in long form, you can talk, express, go through different subjects.
Exactly.
What I'm going to try and do with this video as well, because it's a nice long one. You know, on YouTube, you can have like chapters. You can have chapters of like,
Yeah,
what
you
we
can
talk
do
about, topics.
the. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as well, so we can see like the topics we cover. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man.
We'll be like, oh shit, we spoke about that. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, man. Podcast coming out soon.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, nice one. We're
Come
gonna
on.
end it now.